Alright, so today we will be installing coilovers on an 8th gen Honda Civic Si. First thing you want to do is put your car in gear, put your e-brake up, and chock the rear wheels. Jack your car up, make sure you support it with the jack stand, and then get ready to hit it with the impact. Next, you want to loosen your brake line bracket here and your ABS sensor right here, just so you have a little more freedom of motion. Next up, you want to remove the 2 bolts for your wheel hub that attach to your strut. So now that these 2 bolts are removed out of the strut, we can move our way up top. Honda, ingeniously, has created an access panel so you don't have to remove this whole cowl. If it proves too difficult, I may choose to remove it anyway, but you can pop this access panel here with the flat tip screwdriver. Inside you will see 3 nuts. Remove those 3 nuts and your strut should come out. So I had to actually remove the cowl, just popped it up. My clip's already broken. I was able to fit my 1/2-inch drive in there. Undid all the bolts, we're getting ready to pull it out now. Oh, that came out easily. Now I'm going to grab the other unit and make sure they match in size and everything. So here's the new unit, and I'll unbox it. So here they are side by side. Got the sport shocks from Skunk 2 next to the coilover suspension from Yonaka Motorsports. Kind of amazing how much thinner it is. Yonaka is a bit lighter too. So what I'm going to do now is just measure it out so they're about the equal length. Install is the reverse of taking them apart. Slide it up in the 3 holes you have in the top of your strut mount. And up here, start your 3 nuts and get ready to tighten them down. Let's try 17. Yeah, my baby. So it's not all the way tight, but it's up there. And then we want to come back down here on the bottom, line everything up, and pass those 2 bolts through. So I got these 2 bolts back in here, the ABS and the brake bracket back in. Next thing I'm going to do is just, these are already torqued down, I got to torque down the top ones and we'll be set. Once you're done with that, just put your wheel back on and you're on to the other side. Just wanted to show you that we're on to the next side right here. I didn't film it because it's the same process as the other side. Alright, so right here, what I'm doing is just going to lengthen this so it matches the length of the not factory, but the skunk tooth sport shocks that I had. To do that, you loosen this locking nut right here. That's loose. Now I can move it freely. And I'm just going to sit it here, spin this, and as it spins, it gives it length. Alright, in this case, here I'm counting threads. I'm matching it to the amount of threads on the other side, which is 45. I'm just counting it with my knife. Make sure you don't tighten the lock nut all the way. You might have to wiggle it a little bit to make it fit. And then the top hat, also make sure it's in the correct orientation to this part, because as you see, it's not a symmetrical shape. It's kind of isosceles in shape. Now on to the rear suspension. First, we take off the wheel after safely jacking the car and putting it on jack stands. You're going to remove this bolt right here through the lower shock, and then remove this nut off of the upper control arm. Next up, go inside your trunk where you should have already pulled out your interior. It's just a few clips. You're going to put your hex key there, 14mm wrench here. Sorry, I don't know what size hex key it is. It was the first one I grabbed. I'm going to break it free. At which point you can put a box end on. I have a ratcheting one. Makes life a lot easier. And go ahead and loosen this. And here, I'm going to take the spring off, put your control arm down, move it from the perch. So to finish it, you just put all the bolts back in that we took out earlier. Line up your spring with the bottom perch. Kit comes with a new top perch. Inside here, you're going to want to tighten this down until it stops. That's a, I think it's a 14mm. And do not tighten this with a wrench. You will break it. A little dampener adjustments. So that's about it. We're going to finish the other side.